Welcome everyone to Everydayman.net, the everyday conversation for the everyday man. I'm your host, Kodak Hicks. I'm here with my co-host, Kenneth.
Yo,
What's going on, man?
chilling, bro.
Hey, it's been a long week for me. I'm tired.
Obviously,
I am tired as hell.
you've been doing a lot,
A
bro.
lot of running up and down the East Coast, literally.
Literally.
And I'm tired, and I apologize that we didn't get to show up on time. I've been like extremely busy. It's been crazy. A lot of running up and up to the city and coming back down south, and got about to go further south. I'm going on a trip. I'm going to the Bahamas. My first time going. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. I haven't been
What you nervous for?
because I ain't never been on a boat before. I've been on a smaller boat, but not let's go. Take me
All right.
that far away from where I stay. And it's
Lord.
kind of, nerve wracking. And a lot of people say like they be getting like seasickness and stuff like that. And I don't want to deal with it. I would like really want to enjoy my trip, man. I ain't want to get sick.
You taking pills?
They say the patch is better.
The patch or the wristbands? Yeah, they do say that's better.
I don't know. I'll get one. I'm gonna get one today, actually. Cause I am leaving. We're recording this on Thursday, and we're leaving out tomorrow on Friday. So as you can tell, Jay is not here. She's busy. So it just got me and Kenna. But just because she's not here, don't mean you can't reach her. You can reach all of us at everydayman.net. If you want to visit our website, you also email us with any comments or anything, advice for the show. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. And you can email us with that at everydaymanpod@gmail.com. You can also find us on iTunes. Please go to iTunes and rate, comment, and subscribe to the podcast. That's greatly appreciated. Also on SoundCloud, and we also on YouTube now. See how I messed that up, right? So we also on YouTube, of course. And please go to YouTube, subscribe. I see like our YouTube, like I don't really pay attention to our YouTube page,
Mm-hmm.
like for real though, because
Why?
I think only because there's no real reason. But I'm just not. I wasn't focused on YouTube. That's what it is, though.
Okay.
To be honest with you about it. And plus, I think a lot of stuff I'm doing by myself and a lot of stuff I don't know. So I got to like watch a lot of videos and a lot of how-tos. And that's how we start this whole thing, this whole podcast. A lot of how-to videos.
Right.
But hey, it worked out. So I guess it just take me a little time. I just got to get used to it and everything. So we'll see. But on today's show, I just want to talk. It's a few things actually I want to speak on. We gotta talk about Jay-Z and his album,
Got to.
and we also want to talk about the Kodak. You say Kodak Black? I'm about to say Kodak. Kodak Black and his comment about him not wanting to talk to dark-skinned girls. Not even really dark-skinned girls, but pretty much any brown-skinned girl. If you ain't light-skinned, he really don't want you to do nothing to do with you. And we'll go into that. And anything else we missing?
Whatever come to us.
Yeah, it'll come to it, man. This ain't gonna be a long show, cause I know we need to put out some content. Cause I kind of feel kind of bad. We already late as it is, so which kind of sucks, man. Kind of sucks. But thankfully we almost had 1,000 listens, and it took us long enough. Yeah, round of applause for us. So we really do appreciate the listeners and everything, man, and everybody, especially the ones who've been actually going on iTunes and listening, because I actually do go in and see what's been popular and what's not. And so like people really been listening to like our Spider-Man Homecoming, because if you hadn't seen it, me and Jay put up a review last week. I think it was Sunday, I believe, and you can also go find it on iTunes and SoundCloud and everywhere else. I hadn't put that on YouTube. I don't think I have. Maybe I did. I'm not sure.
There's always a way to find out.
Yeah, you will find out. It is there. Look us up. And you haven't seen the Spider-Man movie, but it been getting a lot of reviews. Some people saying that it's like the best one yet. I know you've been saying that that's what you've been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I know me and Jay gave it like 4 out of 5 stars, but a lot of people saying that this is like the best one. And I think it's overhyped myself. Me personally, I just think that
It's the whole Avengers thing.
yeah,
too.
right. It's the Avengers. You know, you got Tony Stark in there and his Marvel name on top of. If I say
Ain't Cap in it?
yeah, but it's like on TV, like a PSA
Yeah.
type of thing. He's doing school back in the day, so they don't really count. But you know, it's Marvel. But you know what I like though? They did show Sony first. You know, like in the beginning of the movie where
Just
come
to
on.
remind you.
Yeah, they showed Sony, but then after 10 minutes, after they do like so many years later, and then it showed the Marvel logo. So
They'd be killing me with that.
yeah, so they had to put it in there. At least, but it's a good movie, man. If you hadn't seen it, you should really just go check it out because it's a good movie. If you're into this comic book type of thing, a lot of people aren't, and you know, the more people I talk to, they don't really care for it. But it's making a lot of money, so clearly people are into it. Yeah, somebody's watching it. So I would just.
I can't say how people aren't into it though.
Right. I mean, they're good, fun movies. I actually have a coworker who actually don't watch them at all. And they were like, well, is it a comic book movie? If it is, I can't watch it. Like, they won't even give it a chance. But I would just up there.
Like, those are dominating the box office. Nothing else has been coming out.
If you look at the numbers, they're killing everybody.
It's not even
because
close.
you got adults and kids and people really want to see it. But I'm just looking towards that Black Panther. And
Yeah,
that's
I was about to say, somebody said they not excited to see Black Panther, but I'm like, it's more than just that. He's the first black.
Right, got his own movie and
Right.
everything. And this, I think that's what I'm really looking forward to.
And most of the majority cast is African American.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So I really go check that out. But I say, if you hadn't seen Spider-Man, if you have, and our review is up, go check that out, please. But what we really the main thing we really here to talk about is, you know, Jay-Z's 444 album. And by now, if you was go listen to it, you hadn't done it yet, I don't know what's going on with you because
Right.
at this point everybody has listened to this album and everybody has their own reasons for listening. A lot of people only want to hear him talk about him cheating on Beyonce.
That's it.
Because that's all they care about. They only care about the gossip and things like that. I mean, I listen for the music. I listen for a few other things. I don't only just listen for like the gossip and stuff like that.
Facts.
I know one time I asked you like the pool. I know last week we was actually talked about it last week episode, I believe. But
We touched on it, but we kind of
yeah
was running on time, so
we never really got into it because I
didn't
didn't know if you had pulled up the notes you had or not. But I see like a lot of people are like giving them a hard time about it.
Yeah.
It's actually a few things I want to talk about it. Even with them saying things like, you know, like you were saying earlier, like when we were talking offline about how they didn't really sell. He didn't really sell 1 million records. He cheated to get to 1 million records because.
Which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Right. I think that's a smart business move because if you sold 1 million records, it's because he made a deal with a company who bought 1 million of his albums before it came out.
And let's be clear. If the downloads didn't match their purchase, it would not equal 1 million. Like, he wouldn't have sold 1 million, regardless.
Right. I mean,
the downloads qualified him, and that's why he got 1 million.
He would have got to it anyway, man. These people know what the hell they be talking about. And people act like they're saying his first time doing it, and you know
he did it 4 years ago with Magna Carta.
Right. I mean, he called himself the blueprint for a reason. So let me say about 4 years ago, he came out with Magna Carta, and I think who did it? I forgot who had it that time. Was it Sprint?
Nah, it was.
But
Samsung.
Samsung had it last time, right?
Samsung had it.
So, like if you had, I think you got it for free or whatever it was.
You had to download an app. If you had a Samsung phone, you had to download an app, and you got it at 12.
Right.
That's how it happened.
Okay, see, that's a smart business move. And then he put it out there for all us to see. He didn't hide it. And then it's funny because nobody else did it after that. Nobody else
Who else
did it.
can do that though, besides Beyonce?
Yeah, but nobody tried.
J. Cole can do that.
But nobody really tried either though.
I think Cole and Kendrick can do it.
From what I hear, like you got these, even like Drake even hadn't done that yet.
Drake could definitely do it.
But he supposed to be so huge, right? So in that 444 with platinum in 4 days. 5
That's
days
crazy.
or 4 days?
4 to 5 days.
So if a man telling you how to do it, how you get upset and say that, oh, it doesn't count? You know, because the numbers don't lie. He's big on numbers. So I mean, let's go and dig into the album. You know, the song most everybody really talking about is that
The story of OJ.
The story of OJ. And a lot of people had
You want to jump straight there, or you want to go in like the order of the track?
I don't want to go in the order of track. I'm not going by track by track. But a lot of people have not only the song but the video. I think they missed the message. It's satire. I think
it's definitely satire.
I think it's funny. Like it's funny how people look too deep into things
all the time.
And think about it. The song makes sense. People think just because you're rich and just because you're black and rich,
that's the purpose of the hook.
Yeah, don't mean you don't deal with issues. I mean, we could take it back. We talked about it last week about the whole LeBron James situation.
Right.
We spoke on that for a second. So
that's exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, so if you because you black got a lot of money, I mean, so I don't have the lyrics to that hook. Ken's gonna pull it up for me real quick. I appreciate that. But my thing is, all right, you watch the video, okay, and it's funny. In the video, he actually looks like what people call him. You can recite him. And the thing is, okay, people say he got big lips. In the video, he had big lips.
Right.
So what's the problem? Like, you call this man this all the time. You call him a camel. You call him all these things, and then on top of that, when he put out a satire video, which actually it's
perfect. It's perfect. It's in black and white.
Right. It makes sense.
They show him doing all kind of things like eating watermelon, spitting out the seeds, and picking cotton.
Right. Right. He actually picking cotton. It's funny. It's funny. So you have the
hook. The hook is light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, po nigga, house nigga, still nigga, field nigga, still nigga.
Right.
So basically, saying no matter what
you are,
you still in with that.
In the eyes of certain people,
you still just gonna be that.
Still there all the time. And see, these are the type of messages that I got from this album. I ain't really care about the whole him and Beyonce, what they got going on, because all married people go through it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why people so obsessed with their life as far as their personal things. Like, clearly you ain't got nothing going on with yourself.
They think it's Beyonce and she's above whatever. Beyonce I'm pretty sure she aggravating too.
Yeah, man, look at everybody. You be around anybody long enough, they become aggravating. Then she ain't no different from the next one. But trust me, okay, how much money you got? Because clearly he confirmed that he did cheat. So I mean,
a few times.
Yeah, a few times. Even Beyonce, she's not above being the subject of what every other woman go to.
Still a woman.
Yeah. I mean, they got these lives you see on TV, but at the end of the day, when everybody, the paparazzi went to sleep, it's just them and their kids and they're regular people, and they have regular people issues. They just can't put it all in the street for everybody to see all the time because it messes up their image and messes up their money. Mm-hmm. Another thing people were saying about Jay-Z, because this about how he don't do anything for like the African American community and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not true. I mean, I don't know what the rate is. I don't know what people want. I don't know what they want. I'm just.
You know what it is? Most of the time when you don't do something to directly affect that person that's talking crazy, they look at it as you don't do nothing.
Right, because I seen that he got black men out of prison for Father's Day.
Right.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So I found that out recently. Is that not good enough?
And then he's doing a thing on Khalif Browder, his story.
Who?
The Khalif story about the kid who was wrongly convicted. He ended up killing himself.
Oh man! Yes, I remember that. Right.
Yeah, he did the document on him.
Oh man!
Just bringing light to his story.
Right. I heard about that. That's the story. That's crazy. That's crazy. That should be a good one. Another thing, like you say, you do a lot of charity work, and the reason I actually bring this up because a lot of people actually be worshiping these celebrities. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe they be living through these people, and then because these people are successful. A lot of them work for their money. Some inherit it, but somebody had to work for it at some point in time, right? So, my whole thing is, why do you think like people like why they worship celebrities and stuff like that?
I have no idea. Like you said, it's a vicariously living. Like I don't know. I really don't know, cause you say the wrong thing about Beyonce online, they gonna kill you.
Yeah, like it's way too serious. Like me personally, I don't really watch reality TV shows. I know Jay watch them every now and then, but I just can't do it. There's something about it. I just can't.
I feel like it's there to dumb people down.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. What it's doing, I think, is we can be doing a whole lot more things and being productive. Like a lot of time, like we don't even really watch TV anymore, like how we used to. All because the world is so much bigger and there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of things to take up your time than actually sitting home in front of the damn couch. To be honest with you, like by the time, especially if you have like kids and things like that, a lot of times when you come from work and have to do what you got to do and, you know, family time and things like that. I don't even see how people can sit home. Like a lot of people tell you about like TV shows, you be like, man, I don't have time to watch it because I got other things going on. Like I just don't. A lot of things and like TV shows and what's going on, especially music, I get from you because I don't know. Like that's not where I'm at right now. Like I be having things to do and stuff like that. So a lot of things I actually watch come from other people. So, and another thing I want to speak on real quick, because I ain't want to make this like a Jay-Z episode. People ain't going to hear that. I mean,
they need to hear some of the things that he was saying.
Some night, because another thing I watched a video on YouTube, and this lady was talking about how, you know, how his 44 album's not that deep, and I'm like, what do you want? What are you looking for? Like, what do you want? You can't. And my thing is like, it go hand in hand, right? We all go hand in hand. Like us as podcasters, we need rich people. We need famous people. We need entertainers. We need celebrities. Because otherwise, what the hell we go talk about a lot of the time, right? We can talk about our own personal issues, but, you know, and then on top of that, it go hand in hand. They need us to talk about them to get them out there. News outlets, people who listen to these type of outlets and things like that, even on a smaller level, like, you know, we are. And if you get one person to listen, that's better than nobody listening, right? Because maybe that person gets somebody to listen.
He's basically trying to give people the game on how he got to where he is. Like
right. And he actually talked about like the mistakes he's made too.
Right. Like he said that he said he brought every V12 engine. He wish he could take it back at the beginning. Yeah, that's saying that he wished that he wouldn't have wasted all that money on buying stuff that he wasn't gonna keep.
Right. He actually speaks on about throwing money in the strip club.
Yeah, he said, you want to know what's more important than throwing money in the strip club? Credit.
Yeah, credit.
You want to know why Jewish people own all the property in America? Financial freedom. Like, it just...
Right. I mean, that's usually how it is, though. But I think we as black people don't want to hear that. We want to be entertained. We don't want to be educated a lot of times. And it's sad to say. Somebody's going to hear this and be like, oh, you're wrong.
Look at him.
But I don't think I'm wrong. Like
majority rules, right? So
yeah, that's true.
Majority don't want to know how to better themselves. Right,
because that's what it's all about. And even if you go back, I put out episode 17, I think. What it was? Financial freedom? I can't remember my own damn show. I'm crazy, right? Financial independence, right? That's what it was. And actually, that's a lot of things I spoke on about as far as you know, being able to be financial freedom and not be tied down to a job. And no matter what you do, you know, just first off, you gotta make sure you like it. Because if you don't like it, you ain't gonna want to do it.
You already lost.
Yeah, for real. And like I just spoke on about even doing this and sometimes it could be aggravating, but I like doing it. So
it's like it's therapeutic.
Yeah, it really is. It just you know, because all that is just conversating and hitting the record button, pretty much. Same thing with the same thing they do with their music, and it's just overbeat. That's all they want to. They just want to talk about, get their story out, get their points across, and a lot of and also they were saying to my how now all of a sudden, and where this whole woke thing come from.
It's like all of a sudden, like his word took a new life all over again.
Right, because the word woke one time means you got out of bed, right? You woke up. Now all of a sudden it means like your eyes are open. You're not being, you know, blinded by the system or the government or you're not letting people putting shields over your eyes. Now you can see pretty much seeing the truth of what it is. See everything for what it is, right?
Right.
So now it's saying all of a sudden he's woke. No, Jay, this is
He's
the
been
first.
doing this for a while.
Right, this ain't the first time. You know, and a lot of people saying like, well, you know, it's another smaller rappers that been doing that too for a while. But the thing is,
his platform is bigger.
That's
His reach is so much longer than theirs.
and that's always gonna be the response. It don't matter when he does it, as long as it gets done right. Because yeah, he may have missed that generation, but what about the one that hear him? And a lot of people saying like, oh, he's almost 50 years old. Ain't no teenagers listen to him, but that's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. Even if you may not listen to a whole album, you catch certain songs, and that's just look say.
The story is OJ. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere, and even if you don't agree with it, you know, and we do a lot of crazy things. A lot of people, we don't want to hear the truth, and that's what I think that's what we have the problem at, right?
Right.
It's not even about Jay-Z, and because this is about to shift into something else, because we don't want to be educated.
No, we don't.
We don't want to be educated.
Entertained, not educated.
Right. Oh, nobody want to hear the truth. And the truth is, yeah, you see a lot of people taking stupid pictures. You see a lot of people taking a lot of pictures just for attention. You see a lot of people putting money to the ear for instead of investing it or putting it in the bank where it's supposed to.
That is so.
I mean,
that's the
trust
stupidest
me,
thing I've seen.
Trust me, a lot of people don't trust banks, and sometimes I can see why. But if I know you got that much cash on you all the time, I mean, you make yourself a target for no. You don't even have to. Like, you trying to prove stuff to people.
And that's what it's all about.
Who don't care nothing about you at all.
It's all about proving. Show and prove. That's all it's about.
Right. They
don't think you got money because you don't hold it to your ear.
Right.
That's so stupid.
Right. You don't see any other race doing that.
That is so stupid.
Except for the ones who's, you know, quote unquote appropriating the culture, whatever. And who cares, right?
Yeah, nobody cares.
So
the richest people look like they broke.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, because you got Zuckerberg walking around with a hoodie and ripped jeans.
Right, with sandals
you got Mark Cuban. He owns the team, but he's not in no press box. He's sitting right there with the fans,
screaming,
with a t-shirt on and white.
Some dirty sequoias.
Yeah, you wouldn't even if you didn't know who he was, you just think he was just a fan. These people, see, other cultures feel like they don't have to prove anything. I mean, because of course, first of all, it's normal for them.
Right, because us is proving who's the richest or the brokest.
Right, they always trying to prove. And
that's what it is.
And everybody always, it's the whole money to the ear thing. I never understood it. I don't even like, even on Facebook, I stroll down. I don't get on Facebook that often.
I hate Facebook.
Like, because I get on and then I see something really stupid and I get off.
Right.
So, and I'm like, come on, man. People like this? These are the people I'm you know what, this ain't gonna work for me. That's why I be on Twitter a whole lot more. And it's a lot of stupid stuff on Twitter too. But the thing I like about Twitter is not only limited to who you're friends with. You can pretty much reach anybody. But like I said, nobody wants to be educated, only entertained, right?
Like, we're so illiterate when it comes to so much stuff.
Because we don't want to learn either. Like, nobody.
I've never heard. I only heard like 2 black people ever say that they're interested in science and art.
No, be honest, that's true. It's true.
Like, for real.
And I want to keep that bring back to me like I'm the topic of the subject, but I'm not. But if you go back and listen to the financial independence episode, I actually speak on looking into buying stocks. And I have been looking into it. I just don't know where to start.
You can get them for like really cheap and make a lot of money.
Right. So, and I was just saying I haven't known anybody that I know personally who actually bought any. I know if you work for certain companies, they allow you to buy them within the company. Mm-hmm. But to actually go out on your own and do it, it's way different, right? So these are the type of things, like you say, financial independence is only hope, right? See, he's saying these things that we need to know, and we are like completely dismissing it.
Right, like when he said he bought the artwork for $1 million.
Right.
Then 2 years later, it's worth $2 million.
Right.
Then it's gonna go to $8 million in about a couple more years.
Right, because that's what's important. I think because we fail to realize we'll go buy the nicest car or the biggest house, and then still live like paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got a line in there about living rich and dying broke.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, man. If somebody's successful, I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, let's say if you don't agree with the music, that's fine. If you don't agree with the music, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, if he's showing you how to go about doing it the right way, even if you just align your...
And it's crazy. Why wouldn't you? He's a billionaire. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to listen to him?
Right. If you can align yourself with the right people, Cause that's important. Cause that's what's important.
And not only he showed you, cause he don't make his money off music. Let's be clear.
No. See, the thing about it, a lot of entertainers don't make their money off the music. A lot of them make their money off endorsements.
Like,
you know, they have to line yourself with the right people.
You talking about this guy had a clothing line, he had the shoes, he got everything just about.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, because I mean, cause that's what we're striving for, right? We hoping this gets successful enough. All of us get paid. We want the financial freedom, and we actually want to get the people what they want. And on top of that, you know, and create more shows and more podcasts. Cause this isn't going to be the only show on the Everydayman.net. Like, we all know this already. Cause you know, and the goal is to keep growing and growing and growing. And that's what everybody's trying to strive for. You find something you like, something you may be good at, and then you can try to build on your financial freedom. You know, you don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to do anything. That's not what he's saying. And that's you know, that's the funny thing. People like, that's not, you know.
And it's crazy because as rich as he is, he's always trying to find a way.
Right.
He always finds a loophole or a misprint of some sort, right? So it's like, he knows if I do this, this is guaranteeing me success no matter what happens. So that's the game. Right. So his albums, like, he don't have to be deep. He don't have to be, and a lot of people is calling and saying, you know, that, and I mean, you talk about offline about how he's lying in his lyrics, and people forget he's an entertainer. You know, with every line you hear in the record is not the truth. Right.
Stop. They need to stop it with this mess. Everything you hear on TV is not the truth. Everything you hear on the internet is not the truth. And he's online anywhere.
The crazy part is, if you're saying that he isn't telling the truth, then that means your favorite rapper definitely ain't telling the truth.
Right. And not even rappers, because I don't want to limit this conversation with just, even though it stemmed from the Jay-Z album.
Right.
Anybody you look up to is not 100% legit.
Nah.
Nobody. Like, sometimes in order for you like to be successful, you might have to step over some people.
You got to. It's the only way.
I mean, to be honest,
people would say that they wouldn't, but until you're in that position,
right,
you don't know what you would do.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know. But my whole thing is, okay, like a lot of the times, what we do is we'll see a successful black person, no matter who it is. Even Oprah, a lot of people. You know how many people was happy when Oprah couldn't buy that pocketbook? You remember that situation?
That's crazy to me.
How, you know, Oprah was saying that the girl was saying she knew who Oprah was, and even at the time she was being racially profiled. And it happens. We all know Oprah got the kind of money to get what she want.
She could have brought that story.
But you know how many minorities, African Americans, were happy that she couldn't buy it? Not only the fact because that she couldn't afford it, we all knew she can afford it, but they were happy. They were happy because, like, oh, she got her wake up call. Now she see that, just to bring her down. Like, why would you want to? I mean, if, like, I don't think I've ever watched the Oprah show in my life when it was on. Ever. Like, who cares? It wasn't for me. But you had to appreciate the business of it, the strategy of it, what you're able to do. Me and a coworker was actually talking about it, how, you know, everything, people was like, well, about to go back to the whole, you know, Jay-Z bailing out men for, you know, Father's Day, which is crazy because I've never bailed out a father for Father's Day. He don't have to do these type of things, right?
I don't. So
a lot of people saying, well, he just go right off into Texas. Of course he is.
So what?
That's what they do. I mean, every time you take something to Goodwill,
you're supposed to get a tax for
it. They give you a sheet of paper. You know what that paper's for? For your taxes. And guess what? I get mine every single time. Like, you know what? Can you give me 2 or 3? Yeah, I ain't gonna say nobody. I ain't gonna get you fired. Just give me 2 or 3. It's fine. I ain't gonna tell nobody. That's what they do. When Oprah had her show, when she was getting people, oh, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Of course, it's a tax write-off. Of course, she gonna get it back.
Yeah, they really got the cars.
But keep in mind that it doesn't matter how it benefits me. Let's think about how it benefit all them people who in that audience who probably didn't have newer cars. You would give away new cars. No, they weren't fancy cars. It's not about being fancy.
Right.
These people got new cars. They didn't even have to pay for it. Probably had like to pay taxes on it, but that's about it.
That's a small price.
That's a small price to pay. That's nothing, right? But that's what we do. We have to like see when it comes to our celebrities and people like higher up in the black community, we have to like dissect and tear everything apart when it's completely unnecessary. Nobody don't want to like, and to be honest with you, it kind of makes, and I understand when people don't do things because, and it's a true saying when people say no good deed goes unpunished.
Facts.
If you do something good, especially for a certain group of people, and we don't care about the outside noise, that's because it be the inside noise that's be the loudest. Mm-hmm. Instead of us celebrating or applauding certain acts, and just because he didn't get your husband out of jail, or your brother, or your uncle, or your father, or grandfather out of jail, just because it didn't affect you, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, if it don't directly affect them, they don't care. They got a problem with it, right? They got a problem,
and that doesn't make any sense to me. I think we just have to do better as a community. Come on, man, like. It's getting to the point where it's unacceptable. Like, it really is. Like, a lot of people saying another thing about the whole Oprah incident. Not only saying that was she knew she can afford it, she couldn't get the pocketbook, and they were happy, But you're not saying that if she come to your hood, if she come talk to you, come help you out. And it's a shame that we have to go through this. But another thing, keeping it black. Let's talk about Kodak Black. This guy is an idiot. And before we get into this, everybody know. Not everybody know. If you don't know Kodak Black, he's a rapper. I don't know where he's from. I don't listen to him, but he's a rapper.
He's from Louisiana.
Oh shit.
Pure ignorance.
Right.
In its finest form.
Right. And he was actually talking about how he don't like dark-skinned black women.
Let's keep in mind that he just turned 20. June 11.
Okay. He's 20 years old.
But that ain't no excuse.
It's no excuse. I was 20. I wasn't talking like this. Stupid. So, I mean, it's a lot of beautiful brown, dark-skinned women out here. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you can't. Okay, I understand your preference. Don't get me wrong. People like what they like. People judge people. People judge people all the time, right? And Kendall just showed me a picture. He's not a nice looking guy.
That's why it's like it don't matter what he says because these women not. I mean, they would.
Yeah, because he got money.
Right, but other than that, it's like he's not even. Yeah,
he's not attractive at all. And the thing is, if you see these type of statements get you in trouble all the time, and the thing is, and they know it'll get them in trouble, but they say it anyway. Like the younger generations, they really don't have any chill at all. They don't think about the consequences of what's coming out their mouth. Mm. Just because you think you're, any kind of successful, don't think you're untouchable. Because
especially
you are.
Not them, because they ain't got that kind of. He don't have that kind of celebrity yet to get away with that kind of stuff.
Kodak Black said, I think it was on was it Instagram or something?
Instagram Live.
He was on Instagram Live. I wish I don't have the clip loud enough to actually play it. He was talking about how he wasn't attracted to dark skinned women. Like his complexion or darker, he wouldn't talk to them. And the thing is, and it is a shame that any woman would even talk to someone like that, only because it's what he said, but it was how he was saying it too, right?
Right.
So he was just saying, I don't like dark skinned hoes. I only like light skinned hoes. Come on, really? Come on, man. You can't say women.
No, we can't.
You can't say women. You got to say dark skinned hoes and light skinned hoes.
And the crazy part is he gonna have to be like that his whole life to keep that image up.
Right, and that's the thing though, and that's the sad part, man. Somebody got to pull his brother aside and tell him, don't do that. That's not no. Because the thing is, first off, you never want to go against your own people, and the thing is, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with them, but you don't go out in public and say certain things against your own race. You don't see white people doing this. It always, and think about it. This is why people like Jay-Z is important, because he can teach these young boys who don't have any sense.
What was the first line of the story, OJ? OJ like, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Right. Something he really said.
Right.
And, you know, I bet he wished now he had certain people in his corner. And come on, man, you can't go around saying...
That's going to come back and bite Kodak.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't say, well, I don't like... I don't like...
He has to know that women are like at least 75% of his sales.
Yeah, women listen to a lot of stuff. Women...
No, they buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's they do. They actually buy a lot of stuff, and we at Everydayman.net, we really do appreciate the women who listen to our show. We would never say that to you.
Every color.
We don't care who you are. Listen, subscribe, everywhere. We don't care. We don't do that here. But because first of all, we know. First, I'm not going out. For one, and we know better because you never want to piss off your fans, right? You never want to piss off your fans, man. Like you say, women buy everything. Why would you do that?
Women be shopping.
Women be shopping. But yeah, this guy would come on and say he don't like dark skinned women. So what that mean? He only date like white women and light skinned women, or any other woman with any other race?
Even when I was in school, it was always the notion that the light skinned girls look better. That's not 100% true.
I mean, it isn't. You're right.
I know some rat ugly light skinned girls.
Yeah. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, just because you light skinned doesn't mean you look better.
Right.
Doesn't mean because.
And I know some beautiful dark skinned girls.
All they.
Like, for real.
But what I'm saying is, beautiful women everywhere. Why would you even put yourself in that kind of box? Like, it's ridiculous. But when I ask you though, before we just keep carrying on, is it racist for him to say that? Because he's black. If a white man had said that, we'd be all over him. Is it racist? Is it racist?
It's a form. More prejudice than racist.
Okay. Against your own people.
Right. It's more prejudice.
Because they're trust me, we've seen these Miss America like world pageants.
Oh my goodness.
Not Miss America, Miss Universe. Miss Universe. And then you see all these beautiful dark women from these different countries, but yet you talk and they're beautiful. Right. I'm talking about where you find them at, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden he come in and say something so crazy because is it like you say it's not racist? You say you think it's prejudice. Do you think that is racist to not date outside your own race or date a different shade of your race?
What you mean?
Okay, let's say you have a white person who only dates white people, or you have a black person who only dates black people. Is that racism? I mean, because racism is more judging somebody based on the color of their skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I knew a white girl who only talked to black people.
Right.
That's awkward. I think it's more, like I said, I'm probably more prejudiced against that type.
I think we need to do a whole show on this because to get a little deep into it. That's just something I just wanted to talk. That's how I always thought about it. Like if you black and don't date black,
some people just don't find other colors attractive. I have heard that too, which is hard for me to believe.
Yeah, that's hard for me to believe because everything looks better darker. That just you think white people don't go they tanning for no reason?
Yeah, like
they tanning because they look better, look darker.
Right.
And that's just the truth about it.
That's a fact.
You don't see us getting in tanning beds. You see them getting in tanning beds. Only why? Because everything looks a little better darker, and that's just what it is. But this guy Kodak Black, fuck his name is. He's an idiot. And then when people attack you, okay, if you say something stupid on the internet, you know they're coming for you. So
he did it live. He has like
right.
a couple thousand.
And then all of a sudden you get upset when people attack you for saying, man, people go at the president like he's a regular person. What do you think they care about you?
Yeah, you just
and what you post about how you feel about things, right? Nobody don't care about your feelings. So for you to even come out and say that you don't talk to, he didn't hold up his arm. It's like, I don't talk to women this color here. I'm like, come on, man, cut it out. You got to go back home. You got to be around your own people for you to say something that's stupid and then act like it's no consequence. It is consequences to that. No, he said he wouldn't date nobody. He didn't say he wouldn't be friends with her.
Nah, but it's like
But either way, you put yourself. You know that's like the classic line, right? When somebody, especially somebody African American, say something like, "I don't dark this shade," and then mama that shade, like, "Oh, you don't love your mama."
Right. That's what I was saying. You don't love your mama, cuz.
That's a classic line, right? Yeah, man, we gotta do better. I don't like the direction we going. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man.
Like I said, we on a very steep decline.
I don't like the direction.
It's like we're going backwards.
Yeah, I mean, cause
I swear I feel like we're going backwards.
You know, at one time we used to be like so productive and so empowering and so on top of things because I think what happened was we got a little taste of it, and you know,
they satisfied with it just being enough.
Right.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. We start thinking crazy. We start doing certain things. I don't like it at all, man. I don't like it at all.
Hey, back to the TV thing. Like they make these shows are strictly for us. Them shows aren't for nobody else.
You said the shows are for minorities?
Yes.
Okay, like you got one in mind because I don't really be watching.
Look, man, all I hear people talking about on every Thursday or whatever it come on is Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, because they like to see people at the damn food.
Like, come on, man. Like, these people don't know each other. They're not friends.
No, they're not friends at all.
Oh, so you just happen to be sitting in that chair and it's already a camera on you, but then I come in the door and there's already a camera on me.
Oh, it's scripted.
Like, come on, like it's so stupid. Now they got something coming out called The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte, and it's so stupid.
Real Side Chicks of Charlotte.
And people gonna watch it. Because that's the kind of stuff they're into.
They're going to watch it.
They're going
to watch it, man. People like drama. People don't like happy things,
They
man.
like being...
People don't like drama. That's why those type of movies get the most play and get the most buys and views. And because in reality TV get the most watches because people like drama. They like problems. Nobody like we were saying earlier. People don't like solutions at all. Which I really don't understand it. A lot of things we watch on TV is kind of like the things that we wouldn't do in real life. You know, I think, like you say, we just living through these people. We wish we could act like that. We wish we could show out the way they show out and not have any real consequences because it's TV.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's not real at all. Like, I know somebody was talking to me. I was talking to somebody.
And that risk is not greater than the reward.
It isn't. And we was talking, and they was like, well, how come you don't watch Power? And Power is a popular show on Showtime. And I think I watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes. And the thing is, like I told my response was, I don't really watch things that deal with drugs. That's just me. That's just my thing, you know. And my thing is, and trust me, you can be into whatever you want to be into, but you know that's not. You'll never live this life. You may find it entertainment. Like I know, there's a reason why a lot of like rappers and stuff like that watch Scarface because they actually deal or sold drugs or even tried it or think about it stuff like that. I have no interest in it at all.
I've never seen it.
I mean, that really don't mean that I can't be, entertained by it.
Right, you get it.
But I'm like, no, it is not my cup of tea. Anything like gang related, I pretty much like. I didn't watch Narcos.
Me neither.
A lot of people like, man, Narcos so good. I'm like, how so? You know the ending. Like
we all know that. We know the ending of everything like that.
Yeah, you know the ending. So, but a lot of people they want to do, especially our people. We want that and want that fame, and we don't want to do it the right way. We always want to do it the quick and easy way, which more likely is the drug way. And we all know somebody who actually tried it or been to it, failed because they were being stupid. And it affects everybody and things like that. And that's a lot of things that we have to stop trying to do in the black community. They're trying to do a quick come up. Like, because we don't want to help each other out. Nobody wants to help each other out, right? So, you know, when we come together, we just want to sit back and criticize the one who be successful and get on our soapbox and be like, why you don't come help my neighborhood? And, you know, even though we sit on our ass and not even helping our own neighborhood. Right. Really don't make any sense to me. But you know what, though? I'm kind of glad Jay is not here because she's totally on the opposite, though. She's usually on the opposite with everything we talk about.
Every single thing.
Because she grew up different, which I understand that. She grew up in the city. We grew up in the South. You know, not in the city. So our views on the world is a little different. So It's fine though. Hopefully she'll be back next week. If not, it'll just be me and Kenneth again, which won't be the first time, won't be the last time either. So.
I'm pretty sure it won't be the last.
No, it won't be the last time, man. For all we know, we might record something else right after this. We don't know.
We might as well.
We might. You never know, right? You never know. So, you got anything else? This episode was more of a black.
It's a seminar.
This was us to talk about what's going on wrong in our community based around a Jay-Z.
How long we running?
We at 45 minutes.
We can be going for like the next 4 or 5 hours.
Man, actually, we could cut this off and be like a part 1 and come out with a part 2.
We can go all the way to part 20 because we are really on a steep. Yeah. So this episode here was more of a what we need to do in our community and why we tear each other down for no reason, because it doesn't make any sense. I don't like it. Don't appreciate it. I know one guy I work with. He sent me something and we talked about it. When after I watched it, and I had to tell him I totally disagree with mostly everything the guy was saying, because he actually was talking about the Jay-Z album. I'm like, yo, look and wait. So we need to stop overanalyzing things. They're looking too deep.
It's too literal. You're taking it too literal. I be getting headaches sometimes, but like, they can't be serious.
They do be serious though.
And they do be serious.
Because when people, people have these eureka moments. Mm-hmm. They really think they be having something too. Like I figured them out. Like you really have no idea.
I'm so woke. I heard that word so much. I'm tired of hearing it.
I hate it.
I like it's wore out. Like on like a lot of words that like fleet. That was another one I was tired of.
It died, and they all die.
And woke. And I'm glad when it's just gone. I'm happy. And I guess
everybody think they know what's going on.
And we'll deal with the next one after that. So, you got anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, just keep listening to the show.
Yeah, please.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell more friends.
Yeah, please keep listening to the show, man. Every listener is greatly appreciated. And please make sure you go to iTunes and rank our show, because that'll get us high on the list,
YouTube.
Man. Oh yeah, and SoundCloud, everywhere, because where we at. Or just go to the Everydayman.net, and I have an announcement coming real soon about the website. So if you are listening, a loyal listener, please stay tuned. You may like it, you may not, but it's just something we have to do. So with that being said, please go to everydayman.net, check out all our stuff, and on iTunes, SoundCloud, with every podcatcher, we there. That's where we are, man. You also go to YouTube, go to our YouTube channel. Ken, if you got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, that's it.
Yeah, but that's it, man. We out.